Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the wedding celebration of two of the most extraordinary people I know, Brian and Danielle. And by looking at all the friends and family gathered today, I'm convinced this will be a great and memorable celebration. Before we start, may I ask everyone please silence their cell phones. Thank you. I want to start by thanking everyone that came out today to help us celebrate this marriage. I would also like to take a moment and thank the parents of the bride and the groom, Elizabeth, Paul, Lori, and the late Louis Korth. I was honored when Brian and Danielle asked me to be a part of their special day. I've known Brian personally since I've been 10 years old, and I remember the day vividly when I met him. I've known Danielle since I've been about 16, and I don't remember that day at all. They are wonderful together, and they both bring out the best in each other. Now, it is worth noting that it is amazing that Brian and Danielle found love when they did, as they could have met so many times before. And I will list them. They could have met at middle school at Marlton Middle. They could have met at Cherokee High School. They could have met literally anywhere in Marlton. They could have met at Brian's favorite place, Chipotle. My personal favorite is they could have met at the Mr. Cherokee competition, where Danielle was in attendance and Brian was performing and serenaded everyone with a beautiful piano. But in fact, they finally met in between high school and college, with a little help of good Wi-Fi and a little bit of fate, but as many of us would call it, a dating app. But what's even more exciting and amazing is that this may be their official wedding day, but in fact, Brian and Danielle were once fake married once before for a charity event in college with their fraternity and sorority hosting the event. And if that isn't the best form of foreshadowing that I've ever seen, then I don't know what is. Which brings us to today, this beautiful day, this momentous occasion. As we see these wonderful people join together, it is time to reflect on what marriage is and what it truly means. Marriage is having a mutual sense of values and common objectives. It is standing together and facing the world. It is forming a circle of love that gathers the whole family together. It is doing things for each other, not in attitude of duty or in sacrifice, but in the spirit of joy. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. We are not looking for perfection in one another. It is cultivating flexibility, patience, and understanding, and a sense of humor that maybe only you two understand. It is having the capacity to forgive and forget, and most importantly, it is looking into one another's eyes and saying, "I love you." Today we see love and appreciation embodied in this lovely couple before us. And as they are joined together, it will be concluded with the smashing of a glass. The glass is broken as a way of saying that this marriage is permanent, while the glass helps show the physical turning point in both of your lives. It is beautifully said that as the glass shatters, so may our marriage never break. As well, by breaking the glass, you are removing all potential cracks in the relationship and placing them into that glass. Now, making your relationship seamless and wonderful in so many ways. Remember that when the glass is broken, your new life truly begins together. Take a moment between you two, appreciate it. Beautiful. We're now on to the most important part of this. I could have stood here and said anything, but this is all that matters. Your declaration of intent. The declarations that you make are simple words, but they have great importance, not only between you two, but everyone that gathered here today. With these spoken words in front of these witnesses, you become husband and wife. Every time these words are spoken, the world gets a little brighter and a little better. A place where families are drawn together and love is forged. It is worth noting the couple has taken their time out to exchange letters containing vows, declaring their love and declaring their intent. So, Brian and Danielle, it is with this great responsibility. I want you, you're already holding hands, but please hold tight. Are you ready, Brian? Do you, Brian, take Danielle to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Do you, Danielle, take Brian to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
Sean, may I have the rings? Yes. Please take. You take Danielle's, yes, and you take Brian's. I got it.
Danielle's is the smaller one.
The rings that you will give each other today have great significance. They are a token of your love, commitment, and fidelity. They are given to remind each of you that whether together or apart, that there is someone special who is always with you in both your happiest and most challenging moments in life. You guys ready? I'm going to slide this a little bit so that the people in the back can hear. Danielle, repeat after me. With this ring,
With this ring,
ye wed.
I thee wed,
To have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
in sickness,
in sickness and in health,
in good times,
in good times
and in bad,
and in bad,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
You ready? Ryan, repeat after me. With this ring,
With this ring,
ye wed.
I thee wed,
To have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
in sickness
in,
and in health,
in sickness and in health,
in good times and bad,
in good times and bad,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.